Jim Harbaugh staying at the University of Michigan.
Hey.
So that's 2 years in a row where
Set your watch
he has now gone ahead and dipped his toe in the National Football League coaching carousel pool, only to pull his toe out of it and stay with the University of Michigan. This news was terrific to me and everybody else for me, and it's great news. He says, my heart is at the University of Michigan. I once heard a wise man say, don't try to out happy. Go blue, says Jim Harbaugh. I'm like, don't try to out happy, meaning
You're already happy?
You know what? It means he's happy and it's great. So meaning that he was trying to think, could there be more happiness somewhere else? And if that's the NFL for him, if that is the NFL for him, you know, I'm kind of torn between, of course I want him to be head coach at Michigan. I love him as head coach at Michigan. And for me, it's personal because when I arrived on campus with a lot more hair and a much thicker New York accent in 1986 as a freshman there, he was the quarterback. He was my first ever quarterback. When I first was introduced to Michigan football and first went to games in the Big House, that's my quarterback. So it's personal for me, and there's so many others who feel the same way. But you get the sinking feeling, is this it? Is this over? Is this going to be every year? And my only reservation to this being an every year thing is, what does it mean for recruiting? I saw a video of him like walking around with weights and doing like shoulder lifts with weights in the state of Washington.
I saw that too, yeah.
He's already like, he does stuff like that in recruiting, and kids kind of dig it. They eat it up.
At kids' houses.
Right. And it goes viral and it's fun. Like, that's what you need to do in the 21st century.
Yep.
So, and that kid may be sold, but the next coach that comes in with each passing year can say, yeah, you go there, but how long is he going to be there? And it gives credence to those statements that are made, no doubt, by the competition in recruiting. And if he can overcome that and still get the right kids to come, I don't care. Then it sucks to sit through it every year for a week, 2 weeks. You're wondering, is this it? What's going on? But last year kind of informed me in this year. Last year I was like, oh, God, it's signing day, and he's literally on a Zoom with the Vikings, or he's literally in a meeting with the Vikings. I guess he was in Minnesota, like personally, face to face. And I'm like, what a way to follow up one of the greatest seasons we've had in recent years. What's going to happen? How's he going to recruit the right guys? How's he going to get the right coordinators? How's he going to get it all straightened out? They went 13-0. So, all right, let's do it again. Because a bunch of kids coming back. As you know, Blake Corum kindly chose this show as the platform to announce he's sticking around. Great. Let's run it back.
Cornelius.
He's sticking around.
Yeah.
Let's go. Run it back. And if they win it all and the NFL comes calling again, I'll buckle my seatbelt.
Would you be okay, though, at that point?
I don't know. If he wants to go, any point in time in hour number 3 coming out with Moose Johnston, any point in time he leaves and he's happy to do it, then fine. Then we'll find somebody else to coach, and I can only hope it's as good as him. You know, no hard feelings. I wanted him to come. He's here, and it's just, this is part of it. It's part of it.
Yeah, this is part of the Harbaugh
In the same way
experience.
with Belichick, you're just not going to get much from your coach in press conferences.
Yep.
You're not going to get that.
Yep.
You know what you get from most coaches? And from Jim Harbaugh, it's clearly like wondering if the grass is greener on the NFL side of the fence still, or
over there.
you know, like what's happening here, or
Need me?
But also, he's out here. He knows what that grass is like.
No, I know.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
but he hasn't tasted the ultimate.
You know, and then so one last thing on this subject matter, because I know that the haters are going to hate and troll and what have you. So did you see? You know, Taylor Lewan put out there a video celebrating Harbaugh coming back to Michigan. See what Compton wrote back. He wrote back, yes, the doormat of the college football playoff is back for another run.
Oh, man.
LeBron said, rather be a doormat in the college football playoff than just a doormat of college football. Then I wrote back, might as well cement the Bussin Trophy to the shelf in Schembechler Hall. Let's go. Let's go, Will. We got our guy. You got Matt Rule in his vest, his red vest.
We need to get Will on.
We came close. We almost had a year 10 appearance today.
Oh, dang.
We'll get him on next week. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.